إباريشية ملبا طابعها تحت رعاية قداسة البابا المعظم الأنبا تودروس الثاني بابا الإسكندرية وبطريرك الكرازة المرقسية بمصر وسائر أفريقيا وآسيا وكندا وأمريكا اللاتينية وأوروبا وأستراليا. يسر كنيسة الشهيد العظيم ماري جرجس بملبورن بأستراليا أن تنقل لكم أحداث عشاء الراعي الصالح السنوية بقاعة الموناليزا بكولارو، وذلك يوم الخميس الموافق 27 أبريل عام 2023. وقد شرف هذا الاحتفال القمص داود لمعي، حيث يخصص دخل هذا الاحتفال لإخوة الرب بمصر. وقد أعد هذا الحفل أبونا بيتر عجيبي، وشكرا.
Our Reverend Fathers, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We'd also like to take a moment to recognise and commemorate the 5 blessed priests who are the pillars at St. George's Coptic Orthodox Church. Father Thomas, Father Morkos, Father Peter, Father Samuel and Father Anthony. Thank you for all that you do for our church, our congregation, and we are indebted to you for all that you do for our wider community as well. Now we would like to introduce Father Morkos, who is a beacon of spiritual knowledge, who guides our minds, our hearts, and our spirit into the heavenly kingdom. Father Morkos will lead us in prayer and conclude with a speech.
كريستوس أنستي المسيح قام. أنا شايف دقيقتين من دير الأنبابولا في البحر الأحمر، كنت في الزيارة دي من عدة شهور، فجايب دقيقتين حلوين قوي آيات من دير الأنبابولا اللي هيقول لنا الآية الوحيدة اللي مكتوبة في الكتاب المقدس اللي قالها السيد المسيح ولم تكتب في الأناجيل الأربعة. تاني، مكتوبة في الكتاب المقدس ولكنها غير مكتوبة في الأناجيل الأربعة. أمان. اتفضلي، مبروك ليك. عايزين نحفظها الآية دي بقى، آية جميلة جدا موجودة في أعمال 20:35. أعمال 20:35 وده إصحاح مهم جدا في الفرنسيس، بيتقري عدة مرات في الكنيسة القبطية كل سنة. مطلوب هو العطاء أكثر من الأخذ. الآية دي جميلة جدا. العجيب في الآية دي إنها معروفة جدا عند كل الناس لدرجة إنها الأناجيل الأربعة أو الإنجيلين الأربعة ما فكروش إن هم يكتبوها في الأناجيل الأربعة. لكن بولس الرسول اللي ما سمعهاش من المسيح عرفها من الكوميونتي. قالوا له الكلام ده متذكرين كلمات الرب يسوع الذي قال مغبوط هو العطاء أكثر من الأخذ. It is more blessed to give than to receive. More blessed is to give than to receive. طيب في لسه هدية تانية كمان يقول لنا الشاهد اللي أنا قلته من دقيقتين بالظبط. من دقيقتين أنا قلت الشاهد بتاع مغبوط هو العطاء أكثر من الأخذ من دقيقتين. ها أيوه مين قال 20؟ مين قال 20؟ طيب خلاص 35. بصوا يا أحبائي، فكرة العطاء دي فكرة مهمة جدا. تعريف العطاء هو خروج من الأنا، من الإيجو، من الذات للشركة مع الآخر. إن أنا ما بقاش سيلف سنتريك، ما بقاش متحوصل ومتمركز حوالين ذاتي. الخروج من الذات دوت والشركة مع الآخرين ده عمل يفرح قلب ربنا جدا بدلالة على عمل الروح القدس فيه. دايما احنا بنقول كده ان الروح القدس هو روح الشركة، هو روح الآخر. فأول ما يبقى عندك إحساس بالآخر أنت الروح القدس شغال فيك. أول ما تبقى متمركز حوالين ذاتك تبقى أنت بعيد عن عمل الروح القدس فيك. عشان كده الكنيسة الأولى خرجوا من الأنا، خرجوا من الذات للآخر لدرجة كان كل شيء بينهم مشترك. طبعا احنا مش قادرين نوصل للمستوى ده، لكن بنصلي ان احنا ندي اكتر من العشور بتاعتنا، فتبقى روح العطاء بالنسبه لنا هي نوع من دلاله على عمل الروح القدس فيه. هختم الكلام بتاعي باربع صفات، اربع صفات للعطاء المسيحي، اربع صفات للعطاء المسيحي. كلهم عباره عن اربع ايات بس. العطاء المسيحي هو عطاء بسرور، بفرح. مغبوط هو العطاء أكثر من الأخذ. المعطي المسرور يحبه الرب. المعطي المسرور يحبه الرب. كورنثوس الثانية إصحاح 9. صفة ثانية كمان من صفات العطاء بسخاء. المعطي فبسخاء. دي في رومية 12. فالعطاء بسرور والعطاء بسخاء. هنحفظهم، عطاء بسرور وعطاء بسخاء. النقطة الثالثة أو الصفة الثالثة كمان للعطاء المسيحي إنه يكون في الخفاء. دي من كلمات المسيح اللي في متى 6: تكون صداقتك في الخفاء، أبوك الذي يرى في الخفاء يجازيك علانية. آخر صفة مسيحية للعطاء.
If I could all ask you to kindly quiet your voices, as the beautiful choir here have spent so much time and effort practicing just to show Christ for us.
On behalf of St. George's Choir, we welcome our Guru family to Melbourne. Yes, sir, let's have us with us here tonight. احنا عارفين قد ايه قصة بتحب الترنيم. Tonight we perform hymns in English, Arabic, and Amharic. We hope that you all enjoy our choir and remember us in your prayers and give thanks to the Lord.
سامي
طب عايزين ميرنا ميرنا ينفع تيجي كده سنة برافو ميرنا حاضر 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 حاضر
Could I have everyone's attention please? Could I have everyone's attention please? لو سمحتوا نسمع ثانية واحدة. أنا اسمي توني، إحنا معانا فريق تصوير النهاردة. أبونا داوود هيلف على الترابيزات وهيتصور مع حضراتكم كلكم. لو سمحتم خليكم في أماكنكم، وأنا شخصيا هاجي مع مينا وهنصور أبونا مع الترابيزات كلها. Please do not approach the main table. Father Dawood will come around and take photos with everybody. Stay at your table and we'll come around. Thank you.
For the second part of our choir, if I can have everyone's attention please. If I can have everyone's attention. We are going to draw 2 more of the raffles. So if you have not already, in your teacup, you have a raffle ticket. Guys, I'm just going to wait for a little bit of silence. It's actually a little disrespectful, so I'll just wait. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please. Come for a little walk, actually. Let's see who's paying attention, and let's see who we get to draw the raffle ticket. See, we all on our best behaving, ladies and gentlemen. Are we all behaving? All right. You can draw the raffle. What's your name? Fabius. And Fabius, do you see? Tell us, what are you most looking forward to tonight?
The whole atmosphere and the presence of Father.
So when you're ready, if you could...
Just before I leave you in the hands of our lovely instrumental choir, just at the back in the corner we have the silent auction, and this might be the best time to go view it and do your silent bids. I'll now leave you with our heavenly choir. Huge round of applause and a big thank you to both our choirs today. Celine, whereabouts are you with the raffle ticket?
I am hiding somewhere in this hall. We are going to pick another 2 people to draw this. Who shall we pick? Who shall we pick? Okay, I'll come and I shall find you. If I'm skinny enough. Okay, what's your name?
Becca.
And Rebecca, what are you most excited about tonight?
Eat food.
Rebecca's excited to eat food. I'm excited to eat food too. Okay, go ahead and draw it. What does it say?
Green D052.
Green D052. If that's your number, go and see Miriam up the front.
We're just waiting on 3D52 to come collect their prize. Green Z52. Okay, maybe we'll just wait for you guys to collect your prize. We'll keep it on the side for the moment. There has been a slight change to the schedule. We will now commence our auction shortly, in just a minute or two. And then it will be followed by a speech by Hanan. We have the lovely Jason here. Tonight we have the lovely Jason Leon from Winning Auctions, who will auction off icons for which the money raised will go towards tonight's charity. I'd like to welcome Jason to the stage, who will host the live auction of Mr. Ashraf Burgess's icons.
Now, for those of you who don't know, and I'm sorry that I continually have to do this, but I will ask for a little bit of silence, just so that you understand exactly what this is here tonight that we are seeking to auction, because it does deserve the time and the appreciation that has gone into creating it. So I'll ask for a little silence and I'll happily wait for it. A little bit of silence, please. So, Ashraf has painted thousands of icons in hundreds of churches, with notable works being Aporo Tower in Melbourne, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, Archangel Michael Cathedral in Aswan, and St. Mark Coptic Orthodox Church in Cleveland.
Presently, Ashraf continues to produce flawless icons and passes his knowledge and skills to generations of students outside. How fortunate are we to have this master iconographer at our very own church. Before I pass on, here.
So we'll do it as we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pass it over to the auction now. And I will want that. If you want to introduce the list.
Alright, so we've got 4 items. Good evening everyone, how are you? Having a great time? Hey! We've got 4 very, very special items as you can hear. We will quickly just describe the items very briefly and then we'll get the auction underway. We'll keep it very light, bubbly. We're all here for a great time and here to raise some money for this charity. So we'll get a quick description on this first item here.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. As you can see, our first item, I hope it's the right one, yes, is St. Mary carrying baby Jesus. This is an ark measuring 530 millimeters wide by 870 millimeters high. Here, Jesus is written wearing white and red. I'm going to wait for silence. I'll wait for silence. I'll just wait for a little bit of silence, ladies and gentlemen, because these items are very sacred, they're very special, and the fact that we have them here tonight is it's an honouring experience for us. So I will wait for a little bit of silence. Here Jesus is written wearing white and red in reference to Solomon's song, "My beloved is white and ruddy, chief among 10,000. Mary, his mother, is wearing a deep red to signify her dignity and glory. There is a reserve price, and I will leave that up to our auctioneer if he would like to state what the reserve price is or not.
Of course I'm not going to disclose that. All we're here to do is raise as much money as we can. So here we go, folks. Who wants to buy it? It's priceless really, but it's worth something to someone. Opening bid, opening offer, let's go. Raise your hands, how much folks? 500 or 1,000, 2,000, whatever you want, let's start it off. How much? All for charity. All friends here, don't be shy, how much folks? 1,000, thank you sir. Bang, away we go at $1,000. Who'll take me to 2,000 though? Gentleman has it at $1,000, even money. Once here at 1,000. Any takers at 2? 1,000 here. What about 1.5? Any takers at 1.5? Once here at 1,000. It's sacred, it's very special, it's rare as well. Any takers at 1,500? Whoa! At 1,000 here, any better? Once at 1,000. Do I see 1.5? Thank you there, 1.5 now. Do I see 2,000? At 1.5 money now. At 1,500. Once? Twice? Do you up the ante at 2? 1,700, why not? At 1,700 now. Do we see 2? At 1,700. Third bidder now. 2,000, do we see it? Once now at 1,700. Twice at 1,700. Third. Final time. 1,900. At 1,900 the bid. At 1,900 now. Let's go 2.5. Do we see 2.5 now? At 1,900. At 1,900 once. Twice. 2,000 got it there. 2,000 now. At 2,000, do we see 2.5? It's all for your church. It's all for your charity, guys. At 2,000, any better? At 2,000. Just walking around just to show everyone. At 2,000. Okay. Could you just repeat that? Twice. Third time the money, and it's sold!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have the burning bush. We will wait. We'll wait for Mark, our muscle man. Okay, so next up we have the burning bush. We'll see that in a moment. With a diameter of 600 millimeters. Here, I don't know how to say this, Miriam. You need to help me out. Theotokos is written into the flames and leaves of the burning bush. Be careful. Because just as the bush was not consumed, the Virgin gave birth to the divine without being consumed. Miriam's walking around with it. And just a reminder that anyone who wins these auction items tonight will have it personally signed by Abuna, and that really makes it priceless. I will pass it over to you.
Thank you. Now away we go, folks. How much to start us off here for this beautiful item? Bread is on offer. Opening offer, folks. Let's get it going. We want a quick auction. We want a big night ahead. Let's go. How much? How much to start us off? 1,000. Thank you, sir. Gentlemen, bid at 1,000. You're all dressed very beautifully here. 2,000. There we go at 2,000. She's got it at 2. Do we see 3,000? 2,100 only. Come on, go free. At 2,100 once.
2,300.
2,300. Go 3,000, sir. 2,450. Why not? At 2,450 now. There it is. At 2,450 once. 550 to bid. We're going to get to 3. Go there. At 5.5 now. Once at 2,500. Twice at 2,500. Hit the market, on the market, reserve price comfortably in there. 2,500. Any better, folks? Quickly, last chance. Any better? 2,500. We sell. Sure. Going. Well done to you. Well done to you guys. Give them a round of applause.
All right, Joshua, if you can please come up and carry the next item. If you just want to. Okay, next we have the Panto Kato. Do you want to grab that one, Joshua? Again, Christ is written in white and ruby while holding a gospel, announcing the good news. Again, this one will be once off, once in a lifetime, a personalized signature just for you.
Alrighty, folks. How much? Open your bid, open your offer. Let's go, folks, quick. How much? Who wants to take it home? Name the price, name the figure. You've got plenty of money, sir. $1,000. He started us off, but who else is going to take us any better at 1,000? Who'll take us to 1,500 or 2 at 1,000 to bid? Come on, guys. All for charity. Dig deep. At 1,000 once. It will sit beautifully in your home. Twice. At 1,000. Here we go. 1,500. Thank you, sir. Very generous. 1,500. 1,700. Go 2. 2's good. Try 2,700, sir. 2,200. 2,200. Thank you. What's the rebuttal at 2,200? Quickly now. Once. Twice. 2,500. Bang! There we go. And 2,500. It's not over yet, sir. You sure? Thank you. Also here. Very generous at 2,500. Once, twice, third, and final time. God bless you, say it's so!
Incredible. Now this leaves us with our very last icon, titled Christ the Man of Sorrows. It's an arch measuring 400 millimeters by 650 millimeters in height. The icon is widely referred to as the Man of Sorrows. Is unique in writing, Christ with open eyes keeping watch over his people. Here, Christ is the ultimate picture of humility. His open eyes also reminds us of his coming descent into Hades. Jason.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last item of the night is a very special item again. Let's go, folks. The usual suspects. Who wants to start us off? Or someone different? Someone over here as well? How much? 1,000. Thank you, young lady has it at $1,000. Starting us off at 1,000. Who'll take us to 2? 2,500. Good on you, sir. 2,500. At 2.5. Who'll see it at 3 or 3.5? Last item of the night. 3. She's back at 3. Go 3.5 or 4. At 3 in front. Once at 3,000. She wants it. Twice at 3. Any better? Thank you for your bidding. Any better at 3,000? Last item, folks. You've all been great. Thank you for having me at $3,000. We sell. Any better? Thank you. Also here, last chance. Anywhere? It's going. It's going. Well done to you. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you, Jason. A huge round of applause for Jason tonight as he did volunteer his time and effort today. Come up and see their head to make a payment, please. And then you'll get a sign by Mother Lane. And as previously mentioned, we do have some more items selling just in the back corner. Have a look. There are some beautiful lanterns, some knits, some woven baskets, some cups. Please go have a look. As we mentioned, everything tonight will be raised towards charity. As entree is being served, I'd like to move on to the program. I'd like to welcome Hanan Ahmed on stage to shed some light with us. Hanan Ahmed is an award-winning, passionate, trained professional who is committed to making a difference to assisting refugee settlements and employment services, alongside bringing awareness to family violence. Please welcome Hanan with me.
Hello. All right, hello distinguished guests, Father Dawood Namain, and everyone here. Hello, can you hear me? I can't hear you. All right, thank you for having me. I'm going to talk to you very briefly. I've actually got a story to tell, so you kind of got to listen to all of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is someone on stage who has prepared a speech to speak to you tonight. And all we ask is that you show her the respect she deserves and give us, please, a little bit of silence.
Thank you. Okay, so distinguished guests, Abuna Dawood, hello, and fathers and everyone here. So today I just want to talk to you about practical service. As you can see, there's a presentation, so if you want to follow along. It can look like many different things, and I think one of them is here tonight, raising funds for our beloved brethren overseas who are in need. So today I want to tell you a story about a text message, a lollipop, and an appreciation letter. This is the text message exchange, so you might need to read it. So it's, hey, how are you? Long time no see, how have you been? It doesn't take very long to write such a short message, and the response back can really be very impactful. So this person, and we've just put Jesse and Alex for today's names. So, hi Jesse, thank you. Thank you so much for checking up on me. Your message made my day when I received it. I've been good, just hiding a bit from church. How about you? So practical service can just be sometimes a text message to someone to say, hello, I haven't seen you for a little while. The other part is the story of the lollipop. So I went to Cambodia and Manila in December last year as part of Abuna Dawood and his Thanksgiving service, which I'll talk briefly about in a minute. And we used to organize some games for the kids. So these are the kids that were at these service. So it's getting a little hard now to actually concentrate. So we organised Pass the Parcel game, which some of you might know. You just put a present and wrap it a few times. And in between the wrapping, we actually put a lollipop and a pencil. And I cannot describe to you the joy that these children's faces had when they saw the lollipop or the pencil or the very small gift that we had. And so it was very joyous to see them. So practical service can be just giving small gifts. Thanksgiving Australia, the team is actually here. So under Abuna Dawood Lamay, the team is here from Sydney. Hello team. Yes, give them a round of applause. And your lovely mugs and pens in front of you are actually donated by Thanksgiving Australia. So you want to make good use of them to remind you. The other is, so Amba Braham is under the guidance of the blessed Abuna Dawood Lamay, and we thank him so much for the amazing work. And then it provides lots of vital services to people in Egypt and outside. I won't read all that, you can have a look and read about it. But Thanksgiving Australia is the Australian branch under St. Abraham from Egypt. So thank you, Abuna Dawood, for the opportunity. So in Cambodia, these are just some pictures of the mission. So we had an educational and medical mission where we had doctors working on people, and I was part of the educational team. So doing lots of activities with the kids. And it was very joyous and a beautiful life-changing opportunity. If you ever get to go, and your children especially, your teenage kids, I would really highly encourage you. This is some in the Philippines, so we did lots of games, went to camp, had talks with them, spiritual talks, and Father Mina and Tasoni Phoebe do a fabulous job in the Philippines. And then the final part of my story is the letter. So this is a letter given to us, or to Light for All Foundation, which is part of Thanksgiving Australia. So we went to a youth detention centre in Philippines, Manila, and we're with young people who are about 17 or so, and we sat with them for the day and did quite a few activities, and it was very impactful and actually quite sad for the things that they were in there for. But this is the letter that the mayor wrote to the foundation after we had left. So I won't read all of it, but I just want to highlight the sentence, and I promise this is the last thing I will say. So that, they wanted to thank us, and, so this is what I'll read. Our residents also conveyed their heartfelt gratitude for the recreational socialisation activities that you have accorded them. Hence, even when they are away from home, they still felt loved and cared for at the Christmas season. And this is practical service. Practical service is outreach. It's reaching out to those who we haven't seen for a while or who we miss, and it doesn't take long to write, "Hi, how are you? I miss you." It can be in the form of gifts, and I think tonight your gifts are going to be amazing for those who are in need. And then love. Really, it is all about loving each other. As Christ taught us, just as I have loved you, you are to love one another. Thank you for the opportunity. And Thanksgiving is here. Thank you, everyone.
Your time, your effort, and your words of wisdom. We have a 10-minute intermission until we move on to our program. So please dig in. Names will be served shortly. We still have items on sale towards the end. Training will be going around to certain tables with taking photos, and we will commence shortly.
We just want everyone to just give a very big welcome, and I will actually will introduce Evan from the Liberal Party in a minute. So just want everyone to just give us a couple of minutes of attention. لو سمحتوا بس ادونا انتباه كده دقيقتين عشان عندنا guest speaker ادينا كلمة صغيرة. خلاص؟ لو سمحتوا بس نهدي الصوت عشان نقدر نسمع الكلام اللي هو هيقوله. خلاص؟
To take your seats, and if we can please ask for a little bit of silence. And again, I will wait for silence. There will be plenty of time to speak, I promise. But for now, we ask you to please take your seats, and we ask for some silence. We are about to call a member of our government to come and speak. So if we could please show the Honourable Evan Mulholland MP, who tonight is representing the Honourable John Pizzuto MP, the State Leader of the Opposition, a little bit of silence. In saying that, Evan, it is my great honour and privilege to officially welcome the Honourable Evan Mulholland MP to the stage to say a few words. Now tonight, Evan is representing the Honourable John Pizzuto MP, State Leader of the Opposition and the Leader of the Liberal Party of Victoria. He also holds the title as member of the Northern Metropolitan Region, which is this region and arguably the region where a lot of you reside. So he's your Member of Parliament and also Shadow Cabinet Secretary. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I am asking you to just show a little respect for a member of government. This man is a member of government. He makes the laws, he runs our state, and all I am asking is that we show the man who gives us our chance at life and freedom and access to this wonderful state a little bit of respect. So please.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for having me. It's such an honour to be here today. I too would like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which we meet and pay my respects to their elders past and present. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you today in what is a magnificent celebration. It's great to be here representing the leader of the Liberal Party in Victoria and the leader of the opposition, John Pasuto, who sends his best regards and warm wishes for what is a great evening for St George's Coptic Orthodox Church. I would like to acknowledge and thank Father Peter Agagi for the invitation and the serving priests of St George's for their hard work in guiding a new generation of community leaders and for their generosity in providing back to the community and the outreach programs of the church. I'd also like to acknowledge the very Reverend Father Dawood Lamay and also Dr. Safwat Messiah, Hanin Amin, all the fathers, Father Marcos, Father Anthony, and many, many more who've contributed to what is such a great event. It's wonderful to note that the recent St George's Day, which in the Julian calendar went by this last Sunday. The story of St George is powerful and representative of a person of faith standing up for faith, even with the gravest of consequences. St George told the Diocletian, "So either you believe in the true faith, or at least do not disturb with foolishness those who are steadfast in it." The idea of standing up for faith, standing up for what is right, is not only a moral virtue, I think, but an obligation. And it's a message that I take very seriously as an elected representative. I'm very privileged to be able to represent the Northern Metropolitan Region as a Liberal MP in the Victorian Parliament. And across Melbourne's north, right here where we are in my electorate, and in Melbourne's west as well, and across Victoria, faith underpins so many of our communities. One of the many things that makes me so honoured to represent our multicultural northern suburbs. We live in an area that is actually defined by the migrant story of people of different backgrounds and faiths living together as harmony, as one community. And I know on my mother's side, they went through that journey as well. My nonna Teresa Caruso and my nonna Domenico Caruso arrived from a small town called Lamezia Terme in Calabria, Italy in the 1950s. And they arrived here in the northern suburbs with nothing but a suitcase to their name. But they worked hard. They were people of faith. They worked hard for their family. And I know for many of you, you work hard because everything in your life is about family and faith. And supporting your family and doing everything you can for that family. And that's what they did for me and my family. And I think it goes to show the promise of Australia and indeed the promise of Victoria, that you can actually go from one generation arriving in Australia with nothing but a suitcase to the next generation having their grandson represent our multicultural community in the Victorian Parliament. And as a child, the values of Christianity were instilled in me by my mother, but mainly by my nonna Teresa Caruso, who, if she didn't get married, I think would have very likely become a nun. She taught me that there's no more important task in life than getting to heaven. That the earth that we live on now is only one step in our journey. There's something really special and humbling knowing that, and that's something that I myself, as a person of faith, passed on to my two children, my young family as well. Carrying on that tradition of faith, as you all do. As a Liberal, I'm proud to be a voice in Parliament that speaks for your fundamental rights. Your right to think, your right to worship, your right to speak, and your right to associate, which aren't all guaranteed freedoms at these times. We're here tonight, and I'm here tonight to support you, to listen to your views and listen to the issues that matter to you, both as a community and both as Victorians of faith. The Liberal Party is always here to listen to you, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on any issue, on any topic pertaining to the state government, pertaining to how we can represent you better and better support your communities of faith, because that's our duty as elected representatives to do so. So I thank you to St George's Coptic Orthodox Church, thank you to Fathers, and thank you to the organisers for the honour of attending and speaking at such a wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the Honourable Ed Mohammed. And another round of applause for Yan's Arabic earlier. Okay, Miriam, I'm going to go for another walk. You're going to put 2 prizes. I'm going to go for a walk. We're going to pull out 2 more raffle prizes. Miriam's going to get those ready. Please.
Orange C52.
Orange C52. Orange C52. That's you. Go on and see Miriam at the front. Thank you. Okay, on to another one. We'll draw one more. This lovely lady in white is smiling at me. What a beautiful smile.
You always respect the cameraman. ومعلش فكرة كل واحد يطلع الموبايل يبقى ما حدش هيتصور، فمعلش خلينا منظمين عشان نستفيد بوقتنا. يحلوني يا أباء بسم الآب والابن والروح القدس الإله الواحد آمين. في البداية بشكر أبويا البطرك سيدنا قداسة البابا الأنبا تودرس على تشجيعه الضعفي. بشكر كل الآباء في ملبورن على محبتهم وتشجيعهم. كان عندي فرصة أقابلهم الظهر. بشكر كل الأحباء اللي شاركوا في الجالة الليلة. بشكر قوي ولادي الغاليين بتوع ساينس جيفنج اللي جايين من سيدني مخصوص عشان يشجعوا الخدمة. عندي فكرة نقول ترتيلة مع بعض لأنه نسخن وندخل في المود لأنه فيما أظنه لا يستجيب يرتب أمرا عجيبا يحل قيودي ويطفي الذي بيدي فيصنع يظل أمينا واديا قريب فيخجل طول الليل الراضي يا يفتح أمامي بابا جديد كيف أظنه لا يزلزل أسوار سجن العهد لا يعطي لنفسه سلاما عادلا لا يسكب زيتا يضمد جرحي إلى أن يهدي رأيته ينظر من فوق الصليب ويرقب روحه من بعد ودمه كنبع شفاء وحبا حياة وبه لمن يريد فكيف أظن لا يستهين فكيف أظنه لا يستهين وفيما أظنه يستهين يرتب أمرا عجيبا يحل قلوبي ويدخلني بيدي فيصنع يظل أمينا وجيا قريب فيبدل قلبي بحب العلي وحين يطول الليل يضيء أمامي ويفتح أمامي بابا كيف أظنه يطمئن خوفي ينير السبيل له سلطان على المستقيم يبكت دمعي ويرفع حبي على كتفي بطول الناس نظرت إليه بعين العبيد فنادى إليه رب الرحيم يقرأ دعوي ويعرف وضعي ويدعوني بين الليل فكيف أظنه لا يستهين كيف أظنه فيما أظنه لا يستهين يرتب أمرا يحل قلوبي ويطفي اللهيب بيدي فيصنع يظل أمينا وديعا قريب فيقبل قلبي بحب العليم وحين يطول الليل يضيء أمامي ويفتح أمامي بابا كيف أظنه لا يستهين كيف أظنه لا يستهين. طيب بصوا حبايبي انا هحكي 3 حكايات في 5 دقايق. انا عارف بعد العشاء كله عاوز ينام يروح. هي 5 دقايق بس عشان انتوا سمعتوا كلام جميل عن العطاء القدس ابونا مرقص والدكتور صفوت وقابلنا كورال جميل قوي. انا معجب بالاطفال دول الموسيقيين فنانين واللوح الجميله بتعملوا فلوس كده من الهوا في البلاد دي لكن الناس دعوه. اللي عاوز اتكلم فيه 3 حكايات حقيقيه مرتبطه باللي قاله قدس ابونا عن العطاء. كان عندنا واحده اسمها طنط ازيز راحت السما عشان كده عاوز احكي عليها. طنط ازيز دي كانت ارمله ما عندهاش اولاد. جت في يوم قالت لي انا عايشه ليه؟ قول لي ربنا ياخدني. قلت لها انا ما بقولش كده. فقالت لي بس انت وصيه وخلاص. قلت لها لا. قالت لي ما انا عايشه زي قلتي. قلت لها اخدمني ربنا. قالت لي ما بعرفش، عمري ما خدمت، عمري ما خدمت ربنا وما اعرفش اوعظ. قلت لها تعرفي تبقي ام؟ قالت لي اي ست تنفع تبقى ام بس انا ما عنديش اولاد. كنا ساعتها من 10 سنين بنبتدي مشروع اسمه بنات الملك. البنات اللي ما دخلوش مدارس بناخدهم عندنا في الخطبة او في الصعيد في البستان، اماكن مخصصة، وناخد امهات يقعدوا معاهم يعلموهم قرايه وكتابه ورفع وخبيز. طنط إزيز دي عاشت 7 سنين من ساعة الخدمة، بقى عندها أولاد بالمئات. يوم انتقالها سافرت في الكورونا يعني. الكنيسة كانت مليانة بنات بيعيطوا عليها وبيقولوا دي أمنا الحقيقية. ال7 سنين اللي خدمتهم وهي أرملة ما عندهاش أولاد عملت كنز في السماء. مئات من البنات اتغيرت حياتهم، عرفوا ربنا، دخلوا المدارس، كملوا تعليمهم، بعضهم وصل للجامعة دلوقتي، وكل دول كانوا في القرية بيتعاملوا معاملة صعبة أوي. دي أول حكاية. تاني حكاية عشان الراجل عايش مش هجيب اسمه، راجل بيزنس مان جالي قال لي أنا برضو قال لي معرفش ازاي بيقولوا لي كل ربنا ياخدني، مش عارف حاسين لي علاقة بعزرائيل. خير يا حبيبي. قال لي لا عاوز اموت. قلت له تموت ليه؟ قال لي انا عملت فلوس كتير لكن خسرت كل حاجة. خسرت عيلتي، مراتي وعيالي بعدوا عني، وانا طول عمري بعيد عن ربنا ومش شايف لحياتي معنى، وانا اي حد يجي لي اقول له تعالى اخدم. ده النظام يعني. قلت له تعالى اخدم. قال لي انا اخدم؟ انا اخري ابانا الذي. قلت له هو ده اللي احنا عاوزينه. عاوزين واحد ما يعرفش غير ابانا الذي. عندك استعداد تتعامل مع الغلابه؟ قال لي انا طول عمري غلبان وانا صغير يعني متربي في بيت غلبان، ما يغركش المنظر. قلت له طيب هسلمك قريه وهقول لك هنعمل فيها ايه. هنسقف البيوت ونعمل دورات ميه ونعلم العيال. الراجل ده اتغيرت حياته وبقى بيتناول بانتظام، بيقرا الانجيل، بيصلي بالاجبيه، والقريه دي عمرت على حسه واولاده رجعوا له بسبب بركه الخدمه. وبقى يقول ان دي احلى فتره في العمر، كل اللي عملته قبل كده ما كانش له طعم، الفتره دي ليها طعم. ربنا يكمل معانا. الحكايه الثالثه، احنا بنجيب شباب من كندا وامريكا، وجالنا فريق من ملبورن قريب، يقعدوا مع الاطفال بتوع القريه 3-4 ايام يلعبوهم، ويعني لو في فرصه يعلموهم حاجه اذا كانوا يعرفوا يتفاهموا. في ديسمبر كان عندنا فوق من كندا شباب هاي سكول كلهم، معاهم ابونا بشوي من ميسيساغا، وحوالي 40 واحد كنا جايبين لهم، لان دي فتره امتحانات ولادنا في المدارس. جبنا اطفال من النوبه، اطفال السودانيه اللي زحفوا على مصر، اللي هم الفئات اللي هي غلبانه زياده. الحقيقه اخر يوم اثر فيا جدا، قابلت شخصيتين. طفل سوداني عمال يبكي، مالك يا حبيبي؟ قال لي مش عاوزهم يمشوا. انت يا ابني دول 3 ايام قاعد. قال لي مش عاوزهم يمشوا لانه دول احلى 3 ايام في عمري. انا عمري ما حد لعبني، عمري ما حد نادى عليا باسمي، عمري ما حسيت ان انا بني ادم، عمري ما نمت على سرير وكلت ربع فرخه ابونا. كان بالنسبه له يعني ربع فرخه دي عمرها ما حصلت. وفي نفس الوقت فلان واحد من الشباب الخدام الهاي سكولرز دول يعني بقى يقعد معاه اغلب اليوم ويلعب معاه. قال لي يا هو يروح معايا كندا، يا انا اروح معاه كندا يجي معايا يعيش في الزريبه عندنا. قلت له ده مش هينفع، وكان بيبكي بحرقه بشكل مش طبيعي. الولد بقى نفسه كان بيركب الاتوبيس وهو بيعيط. قال انا اول مره احس ان انا ليا لازمه في الدنيا، لاني انا طول عمري مرفه، عندنا بيت كبير في كندا وبغير الجزمه كل 6 شهور بكذا $100، ولقيت ان انا لما حبيت طفل صغير غلبان وحبني حسيت كل حاجه في الدنيا اتغيرت. اذا زي ما قال لنا ابونا مرقس الدكتور صفوت، العطاء بيغير البني ادم وبيخلي الحياه ليها معنى، وبيحط في قلبك مشاعر عمرك ما شفتها قبل كده، وقيمه للعمر ما حسيتهاش قبل كده. وبعدين لما نمشي كلنا، الحياه اللي انت هتدخل بيها على المسيح هو ده، شويه التعب اللي تعبته والعطاء اللي عملته هو ده اللي انت هتدخل بيه على السما. لكن الشغل والعيال واللبس والهري ده كله مش هينفع في السما. نتمنى ان احنا حياتنا تركز بالطريقه دي، يبقى دايما الواحد بيفكر يسعد غيره مش ينبسط. واول ما تفكر تسعد غيرك هتلاقي الحمد لله 80% من العالم فقير دلوقتي وعمال يزداد، و100% من العالم محرومين من الحب، وبالتالي انت عندك مجال تدي وتدي حب لأي حد. هفرجكم برضو على يعني مكان من الأماكن. احنا عندنا حلم كبير مع سيدنا البابا ان يبقى عندنا مراكز تنمية. جبنا أراضي ب7 محافظات، منهم مركزين شغالين دلوقتي، واحد في قنا جنب الأقصر، واحد في الخطاطبة بحري. يشتغلوا طول الصيف للأطفال القرية وطول الشتاء للبنات اللي ما دخلوش مدارس. يخدم فيهم حوالي 1000 شاب، كلهم متطوعين شباب جامعة، 600 بس في القاهرة وحوالي 400 أو 1000 في الصعيد، لكن مش ملحقين لأن احنا بنخدم كذا 1000 طفل في كل مكان في السنة. الأماكن دي احنا عندنا حلم نكملهم 7 أماكن. ثانكس جيفنج بالمناسبة ماسكة معانا مشروع في إسنا، عندنا 100 فدان في إسنا. إسنا وأرمنت من أفقر مناطق مصر، ومنطقة مليانة، لو حفرت في الأرض تلاقي أجساد قديسين وتلاقي كنائس أثرية. إسنا وأرمنت دي مشهورة قوي عندنا بالأديرة وبالتاريخ العظيم يعني. فده سامبل كده من اللي بيحصل عادة بنخلي الشباب يزوروا الأقصر، وبدل ما يقعدوا في الأقصر في أوتيلات غالية بيجوا يعيشوا عندنا في البستان وبيروحوا الأديرة. وده كان فريق من إنجلترا، ده سيدنا حبابي من المشرف على المكان معانا، يبقى عاملين لهم رحلة نيلية في الأقصر. ويبقى معاهم مؤتمر أطفال بقى، دول أطفال القرية في الصعيد يعني، أغلبهم عمرهم ما اتفسحوا ولا شافوا حاجة حلوة. الأطفال بيعملوا دايما مسرحية فيها القديسين عشان يبقى يشتاقوا يبقوا قديسين. الكلام ده في البيت عندنا. دول الآباء بتوعكم من ميلبورن كانوا عندنا في زيارة، بعض شبابكم. من سويسرا، أساسا مش مصرية بس ليها عرق مصري، فكانت حاضرة المؤتمر. نتمنى تيجوا هنا تتفسحوا وتشوفوا الأزيورة والشباب يتعلموا الخدمة. وأنا حلمي إن الجيل اللي بعدنا كل ولادنا يحبوا الفقراء ويخدموا. ده أهم مننا. اوعوا تفتكروا إنك لما تحط $100 يبقى أنت عملت اللي عليك. لا. الخدمة مش $100. الخدمة إنك تنزل تعيش مع الناس دي شوية. إنك تعرق معاهم. وإنك تدوق شوية من اللي هم بيدوقوه. ولو فترة من العمر. وبالتالي دي هتغير فيك وتغير في بيتك كتير قوي. وياما الخدمة بتاعت الغلابة دي أنقذت نفس من الهلاك وصلحت بيوت وحلت مشاكل، لأنه طوبى لمن يتعاطف على المسكين في يوم الشر ونجيه. بشكركم مرة تانية، بشكر من قلبي فريق ثانكس جيفنج، الحقيقة عاملين مجهود رائع. بيغطوا معانا في المؤسسة خدمة في الفلبين وخدمة في النيبال، طبعا بلاد فقيرة جدا، وبنعمل مدارس دلوقتي هناك وميديكال ميشنز وكمبوديا، كل ده بنحمل على ثانكس جيفنج. وطبعا ده معناه ان احنا بنبشر وبنعمد في البلاد دي ناس وثنية بسبب التعب اللي بيتعبوه الخدام. فغير الرحمة في ناس بتعرف المسيح وتدخل السماء، وده حلمنا كلنا. كل سنة وانتم طيبين، بشكركم تاني واعتذر مرة تانية.
بص يا مدام، شوفي افتتاح كنيسة توظيفية، شوفي جنب السفر 500. اوعى تنسي بقى، ها؟
بس الفجر
لسه العشاء هيجي يا ابونا. العشاء
انا خدت بركه كبيره كبيره كبيره.
في يا ابونا سؤال هنا. في قدسك سؤال. عندك
Alrighty, is everyone ready? Is everyone ready? Thank you. Abuna, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. Got a question here, so it's a couple of questions. It's pretty much like a Q&A with Abuna, with all the questions most people want answered. It will be in English, is that okay? Okay. Alright, first question. In your own words, Abuna, how do you describe yourself? Who is Abuna Dawood?
Someone who loved the Bible.
Just the Bible?
When you love the Bible, you love God and people.
Amen. Amen. How would you personally be liked to be remembered?
I love when the people say that you gave us hope. So I love when people think that I can deliver the hope of God to their heart. يعني بحب الناس تفتكرني بحكاية الرجاء. بحس إن دي حاجة مهمة أوي.
At what stage did you feel like in your life your relationship with God was the strongest, or do you feel like it is continuously growing?
I think when I was in the university, I thought of being a monk. So I was focusing on my prayers, my Bible readings. At that time, I thought that I should give my life to God. يعني وقت الكلية يمكن كان وقت حسيت بربنا أكتر وتمنيت أعيش بربنا. قعدت أخرت شوية.
This might be a bit of a hard question, but I want you to answer honestly. Do you ever question your faith or have any doubts in God?
No, I don't remember. I always have doubts in myself, but I never had doubts in God.
What aspect of your life... Guys, can we all please be quiet? Thank you. Shh. Shh. Thank you. What aspect of your life do you feel like brings you closer to God? Is it the inner life that you have with Christ? Is it during the liturgy? Is it while you're preparing the talk or doing lectures or through service?
During the liturgy comes first. Then preparing lectures from the Bible on the second level. Maybe when I'm with the people, that's the third one.
Now these are questions that are based on your service and about your service. Okay. How have things changed in Egypt, specifically over the past few years, especially since COVID?
I believe that many people, went back to God in the last 3 years with the COVID and all other problems, happened. And I could see that many people are coming back to the activities of the church with passion and enthusiasm. And also in our service as St. Paul service for the African and Asian countries, we could see many blessings after this COVID pandemic. يعني كان في مشكلة ان احنا طبعا تعطلنا سنة ونص في الخدمة. بعد كده الدنيا جريت. ابتدت الناس ترجع للكنيسة وناس كتيرة قربت وخدام كتار رجعوا بحماس وبلاد جديدة اتفتحت.
Can you share with us some of the latest developments on what's happening with the service and the developments in Sudan?
Thank God, with the grace of God, we are serving in more than 20 countries in Africa and 13 countries in Asia and 2 countries in Europe. Starting having churches and schools and medical activities. In all these countries, there were no real presence of the Coptic Church. I love so much when people are dedicating their lives to the service. With the ordination of many priests for the evangelistic movement, and also with the dedication of many young people in the service of these countries, I feel so happy. يعني أكتر حاجة بشوفها إنه إزاي ربنا يحرك قلوب شباب يسيبوا أشغالهم ويعيشوا في البلاد دي عيشة صعبة قاسية، يخسروا كل حاجة، يخسروا ماديا ويخسروا اجتماعيا، ويقبلوا يعيشوا في بلاد صعبة ويشوفوا بعينيهم ازاي الناس في يوم من الأيام بتتعمد بسببهم. فده الحقيقة خبرة جميلة وبشوفها قدام عيني كل يوم يعني.
Can you share with us a story where you saw God's hands in a situation while you were serving actively work, whether it was the service to the poor or evangelism?
One day there was a bus having some servants in Africa, and there was a bad accident happened to these people. الأتوبيس اتقلب بيه. At that time, nobody was hurt. طبعا الأتوبيس باظ ووقفوا في الضلمة في بلد فقيرة، وبعدين لقوا نور جنبهم، راحوا خبطوا عليه، لقوا house of missionaries. And they accepted them as missionaries, and they spent the whole night praying, and they felt that was a real experience for them, that there are other missionaries in the field. And on the second day they completed the service and everything were perfect. For the poor of Sam Amba Brown service, I remember the first class of teaching the poor mothers how to read and write, literacy. And one of these women, when she started reading the first verse of chapter 1 in the Gospel of St. John, سابت الإنجيل وقعدت تزغرط. وإحنا كلنا قعدنا نعيط. يعني كانت أول مرة تمسك الإنجيل وتجرب تقرأ. فلما قرأت أول جملة قعدت تزغرط ومش مصدقة روحها، وكل الخدام كانوا متأثرين قوي. That's one of our programs, to teach old mothers in Upper Egypt and the villages how to read and write, to care for their children in their education.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, these are questions more about the youth. Okay? We see that a lot of youth in the lands of immigration, so like in Australia, USA, Canada, Europe, they struggle to combine their Coptic identity with their national identity. And this is progressively getting worse as more generations are brought up in the West and leaving the church. What's your advice towards parents and youth, or do you have any thoughts about how the two identities can find peace with each other?
In my opinion, I care more to be good Christian, not to be just Coptic. Because being Coptic maybe have some part of Egyptian culture, which is not necessary, not needed. But being good Christian, that's our goal in life. And for any good Christian, he should be different. So he had no problem dealing with anyone with all the obstacles or challenges around, because he is the light of this world. He believes in himself, he believes in the Bible, he trusts in his God, so he can have a mission. In my opinion, we should focus on bringing up all young people feeling the difference, feeling the uniqueness, that they are children of God and they can change the whole world. Not being minority, not being less than others, not being Egyptian backgrounded. That's all these negative points usually influence them in a bad way. But being strong in faith and being good Christian, they can have a mission that they can change the whole community.
Thank you, Abuna. Beautiful. What do you see are the biggest
معلش عاوز اقولها عشان بعض الامهات اللي هنا، مشكلتنا في المهجر ان احنا ساعات بنربي عيالنا عشان يبقوا حلوين زي الاسترال، زي اللي عندنا عقده يعني. الحقيقه التفكير ده غلط. مع احترامنا لكل الناس اللي حوالينا، احنا لازم نربي عيالنا زي المسيح. عايزين نربيهم قديسين، وهم اللي يغيروا البلد، مش يحاولوا يبقوا زي البلد. طريقة التفكير دي بتخليهم في يوم من الأيام they let go على يعني يسيبوا مبادئ كتير قوي. فازاي نحط العيال في الكنيسة قوي ونغرسهم يبقى عندهم confidence كده، دي حتة مهمة قوي.
Can we guys keep the voices to the minimum? Shh. Thank you. What do you see are the biggest challenges for the youth in Egypt at the moment?
الشباب في مصر تايهين شوية، يعني في تحديات كتير قوي، صعب قوي يجيب شقة دلوقتي يبتدي حياته مع الغلا ده. So the youth in Egypt facing many challenges in order to start having his career and his family life. That's not easy anymore. Just like 5 to 10% of all church youth can afford starting having a house and a career. So it's never easy now. But again, another challenge is to be different, to stay as good Christian, confident in his faith. لأنه في السوشيال ميديا عاملة مشكلة كبيرة. In my opinion يعني أكبر ستريس على الشباب هو بقى الانستجرام والفيسبوك والحاجات الجديدة دي تدخلهم في ادكشن وبورنوجرافي وحاجات صعبة.
Beautiful. Do you have a word of advice that you can share with young people who are living in an age of absolute confusion and fear where the truth does not exist? Also, maybe a word to the parents of the young people who might not be able to understand what young people are going through these days.
ده سؤال مشهور، هو في حقيقة ولا الحكاية نسبية؟ انتوا عارفين العالم ماشي ورا بدعة انه good for you, so relative truth, which is against the Bible, against the truth being Christ is the truth. So when you say truth is relevant, definitely this is wrong. فطبعا احنا لازم نربي ولادنا في الكنيسة الصح والغلط. And the reference is God. The reference is not science, is not man, because science changes, men die. But God never dies and never changes. So he's the only reference, the absolute reference. So speaking about truth, we should go back to God, the source of truth. And I guess this should be put in the hands of our children before facing the challenges of atheism and doubts. And مشكلتنا ان احنا بنسيب ولادنا يطلعوا فجأة يتخبط في سؤال ما يعرفش يجاوبه، يتلخبط ويتقال له الحقيقة دي حاجة نسبية، ويمكن انت صح وهو صح وفلان صح وكله صح. طبعا ده كلام ضد الانجيل على طول الخط. مفيش حاجة اسمها كله صح. كله صح يعني الغلط زي الصح، مفيش حاجة اسمها كده. لكن ده بدعة، والعالم مبسوط بالفكرة قوي عشان يحمل الغلط، يمشي كل حاجة.
I'm sure with your service, and I'm sure with all that you do with the traveling, constantly dealing with people, I'm sure you're always tired, correct?
Tired?
Yeah.
Okay.
Question I have personally for you is, how do you keep going when you're at your most tired? So like with service is tiring. I'm sure we can all agree service is very tiring. So how do you keep yourself going when you're extremely tired?
It's totally the grace of God. It has nothing to do with myself. I feel the grace of God.
It's a very diplomatic answer. Last question for tonight. If you had the one prayer and one desire for the whole world, what would it be? So one prayer and one desire.
it's the same, more or less the same. I wish and pray for the whole world to come back to Christ and to know the truth and to catch the kingdom of heaven. That's my only wish and hope.
Everyone, round of applause for Abuna Dawood. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Celine. Thank you so much, Celine. Now please help me in welcoming Father Peter Agaby. And also Mary and Jermaine will be joining. Father Peter Agaby, for those of you who don't know him, has been a dedicated priest for over 19 years, serving in ways that will have you stunned. Father Peter is the founder of the Good Shepherd Service and leads the organisation Soldiers of Hope, which entails serving the homeless on a monthly basis at the minimum. For those that have the privilege of knowing Father Peter knows how compassionately and how tirelessly he works, as I'm sure you've noticed tonight throughout the evening, as well as Mary and Jermaine. A man who was born as a natural leader and a priest who invests so much time in serving us and the wider community. Alongside with Mary and Jermaine, please help me in giving them a very warm welcome.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? I couldn't hear you. How are you? Is it Masā al-Khair? Is that how you say it? We're trying very hard. Abuna Peter, would you like to come and join us? لا برضو؟ ماشي. احنا دايما لازم نقول له حاضر بس يا ريت انت تقول حاضر يعني. Okay, we want everyone to just put their hand up. Hand up. Hand up. So I can see you. Hand up. Everyone. قولوا أنا غلسة جدا على فكرة. رزلة جدا. ومولودة هنا على فكرة. والعربي كويس جدا. فإيه؟ كله إيده كده. Hello. Hi everyone. Can you say hi? Hi everyone. I'm Mary. Nice to meet you. Hi. This is Jermaine, my partner in crime. We are disciples of Abuna Peter. As I said. Well done. Everyone give him a clap. We love Abuna Peter. We're just waiting for our presentation to pop up on the screen here. Where is Donnie? Oh, he's working on it. We can ad-lib while we, I can't sing. Okay, thank you so much for everyone for attending today. We are so proud of this organisation. Dantanehed, thank you so much. And the team, everyone give them a big round of applause. We've had a wonderful evening. Thank you to Thanksgiving Australia. We are so indebted to you. We're so proud to work with some amazing people. And that's the thing, we're working with people who have the same spirit in service. Yes? Okay, I want to hear a yes. Yes. Okay, so we are from Soldiers of Hope. We were founded in 2020. We are a registered charity. And Abuna, you said about the شباب اللي مولود هنا ومتربي في الكنيسة. ودلوقتي احنا بنخدم البلد اللي احنا كبرنا فيها. So we trying really hard to give back. فاحنا like you said مش عاوزين الدنيا تغيرنا بس عاوزين احنا نغير الدنيا. Is that okay with everyone? So Soldiers of Hope charity was registered because we have been running around the city like crazy, doing packs for the homeless and what have you. It started with Abuna Peter and very few servants. I wasn't there. It's a long, long time ago. And then as the service grew, his army grew. Our captain over here. So we wanted to encourage you all to listen to our story. We were registered during COVID and we were out of frustration. We wanted to give back and we wanted to help. عشان الخدمة كانت نايمة شوية and there was a lot of need. Anyone seen anyone homeless on the street? Hands up. Well, no one's seen homeless people on the street. Anyone know that there are a lot of people on the street that are hungry, but guess what? There's a lot of people in homes around us in our suburbs just as hungry and lonely and lost and without hope. And us as soldiers of hope, we can bring them Christ in so many ways. Can you give me the next slide, please? So why do we do it? Why not? Someone said to me, why the heck are you doing this? There's plenty of charities. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not from a bubble faith. Being a Coptic Orthodox Christian does not mean that you serve your own. We are walking in Christ's footsteps and we want to serve others. This country has blessed us abundantly, so it's time to give back. Next slide, please. I'm going to hand over to Jermaine to give us a bit of a run of what we do.
Talking to the homeless, we ask them, what do you need? Not what do I think you need? And some of them have so much humility. We give them a bag full of food, full of snacks, full of hygiene products, and they only ask for one blanket or one sandwich. A lot of them will turn around and say, you know what, I'm okay, and we look at them, they've got nothing.